Hi, Pastor Daniel and Hyein. I just want to say thank you so much for the heart and the service you have put into this ministry, and really making me feel welcomed and loved every time I came back home. Pastor Daniel, it's worth mentioning that you and LOG go way back, even before you started serving as a pastor in 2014. And even as a middle school kid, I remember being really blessed by the way you led worship when we were in youth group, and even up till now. Thank you so much for showing us the heart of worship and showing us, what a glimpse of what a good shepherd is.
What's up? What's up, Yang family? Hope you're doing good. Where do I begin? I guess I gotta say thank you so much, for everything. I think you've always been you've always been there. Your family has always been there. Daniel, Hyein, and your kids. I don't think our church would be where it is right now if it weren't for you two and your family. Man, especially Daniel, you've known me before I was born, I'm pretty sure. And for me, I think you've always been there. You've always been like this mentor, this Hyung to me, even though I don't call you Hyung. I really appreciate everything you've done for us, for being kind, patient, and really helping our church grow into what it is right now. And especially moving me and drawing me closer to God, and really providing me that atmosphere to grow in God at church, for sure. And I think I definitely want to say, we're neighbors. I'm always here for you. I don't know what you're going through. I honestly can't imagine the difficulties or the stress you're facing right now. But I'm always here. You can always call me, text me, and then I'll help you in any way I can. And I'm normally pretty picky about who I cook for, but I'll cook for you anytime.
Happy Daniel! Hope you and the family have been doing well. I just wanted to say thank you. I'm so thankful to have gotten to know you and your family for the past year. It's been such a blessing to get to know you and Samonim, and just to see you guys love God and to love upon His church. I wanted to encourage you guys by saying that you guys are one of the nicest families that I've met, and I know that you guys will be awesome parents to your children. So continue to look to God, fighting, and know that we're always here to support you.
My most favorite experience with you, Pastor Daniel, was probably during our time in Cambodia mission trip. I thought that was just really fun serving and teaching with you and with the rest of the team, of course. Especially in the coffee farm, I saw how hard you work, even farming under the sweltering heat, And also I got to see how much you love to eat, during our meal times. Yes, Pastor Daniel and Hyein, thank you so much for all the kindness, care, and encouragement that you've shown us throughout these years. Just thank you for sharing your wisdom and spiritual gifts to us. Just so thankful for you guys for being part of our church or for our ministry. Pastor Daniel, thank you, for being a brother and a friend throughout these years, and just being a good shepherd to everybody and taking care of the flock, and showing genuine care.
The point about thankfulness, or things I'm thankful for you, I think Elizabeth Gilbert really said it best, that it's wiser to surrender in the face of human generosity and just keep saying thank you forever and sincerely for as long as we have voices. So Pastor Daniel, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for your thoughtfulness and for walking beside me on this journey. This is a book you got for me on Amazon after you read something I wrote about how I really didn't know what I was doing with my life. So this just represents for me a lot of those great characteristics of who you are. So I'm very, very thankful.
Oh, and I have a funny story. Well, it's not a funny story, but it's just a funny memory that I have of the first time I ever met Hyein. So I remember the first time you brought Hyein for the first time to our church, and it was like on a Friday night or something. And I remember all of us, like all the kids, everybody that knew Chiomopa, literally like crowded around Hyein 언니, and we asked her so many questions. And you know, like you meet someone for the first time, and it's either they have a bad first impression, and then later you get to know them, and then you find out, oh, like they're not that bad, or that person has a really good first impression, and then the more you get to know them, you're like, oh my gosh, like that person's totally whatever. But with Hyein 언니, I feel like, you know, like my first impression of her has not changed. And you know, like I remember, like when I met her for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, like she's so tall and she's so nice. And that's because like we literally like bombarded her with so many questions, and she literally answered every single one of them like with a smile on her face. And you know, look at her now, like she's still so nice, so pretty, even after freaking almost 4 kids, and still really tall. But more importantly, I just want to thank you, Annie, for your hospitality and just your warm, welcoming presence. And you know, thank you for loving us and serving us for the past 6 years, and we will miss you.
Hey Daniel, hey Hyein, I hope you guys are doing well right now. I remember the first time I came to Light of Grace, and the first time I met Daniel, I just thought to myself, wow, this guy seems kind of like a nerd. And I remember meeting your wife, Daniel, and then thinking, wow, I guess anything's possible. You know, I really appreciate my time at Light of Grace. Honestly, everyone there is kind of like a family to me, including you guys. And I love to watch how you guys serve the church, and it's a huge inspiration for me, honestly. And really enjoyed my time on the Cambodia mission trip. Thanks for, you know, bringing me onto that. And I think I kind of see you as a technical pastor, Daniel, and I think currently in my life that's exactly what I needed. Technical meaning I don't need to be like inspired to be a Christian or anything like that, but more like, how do I become a Christian? How do I live my life like that? And I think you did an amazing job in helping me navigate through the nuances of how to follow Christ. And I really appreciate you for that and your family. And I'll keep you guys in my prayers, and we'll stay in touch. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Hey, Pastor Daniel and Hyein 사모님. Thank you so much for serving at Log. I'm really thankful, especially because I feel like you guys taught me a lot about what the local church means in my time at Log. So I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, I wish you guys well during your Sabbath years and in preparation for the new baby, and I'll be praying for you guys too.
Hi, Opa!
But remember the time when you made me cry during Hangakyo? Yeah, I'll never let it down.
Opa, thank you so much for sticking with us during all this time. I know it must have been really hard, and I know you must have been really burnt out during all these years, but I really appreciate everything that you've done for our church and everything that you'll continue to do for us, even though you're not pastor anymore. But I really appreciate everything, and I know we don't say it enough, but we're really grateful that you were here to be with us during like all these transitions. And thank you, Oni, too, for everything as well. We really appreciate you. You're the best Hamanim ever. And yeah, we love you. We hope you have a great time during this quarantine. And even though we live 5 minutes away, I hope to see you soon. Bye!
I honestly don't know where to even start. I guess I have to start by saying I'm grateful for all that you've done for me, Daniel. There's so many things that you've done for me, but if I were to say something, I'd probably be a lot of the little things that you've done for me. They really went a long way. Like, for example, for praise team, we had those practices on those Friday nights, and you just being there and bringing us food, drinks, or whatever, it really showed that you cared, and honestly, you took care of us. And I'm so grateful for that, because it really made me look forward to going to church on Friday. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite things to do back in like 2 years ago. I don't quite remember. And then another thing that I also like have a fond memory of is the church lock-in that we had, the youth lock-in. It was so much fun. Like, I don't know if you remember, but we played badminton indoors with the screen doors, or the screen divider things, and it was so fun. And I'm really grateful that you organized that and you just gathered us, and it was a lot of fun just being with you and being with other people as well. So I'm really grateful. I know that God will always be with you, and if you ever need anything, we're neighbors, so you could just hit us up and I'll be over there. Hopefully I'll be awake this time. But yeah, thanks for so much for all that you've done, Daniel. I don't think you understand all the things that you've done for me personally, but I know if you've done a lot for me, you've done a lot for several other people in the church. So thank you.
Hi, Pastor Daniel. It's Kylie. I hope you're doing well during quarantine. I hope Hyein and your kids are doing well too. I know it's been a challenging time for everybody, like not only like the students, but also for those in the ministry, those part of servant team, and like the pastors as well. So I really appreciate you for doing everything that you've been doing during this quarantine time. And you know, when I heard the news, I was a little bit sad, but you know, I'm glad that you're really taking the time off to take care of yourself and your family. But yeah, I think honestly my favorite memory during my time in log and like with you was when like the church had a lockdown, and I know that was like my first big event after joining log. And it was so funny because me, Sally, and then some of the other girls like wanted to watch a scary movie. And then I remember you like rightly told us like, no, you shouldn't watch a scary movie because it's bad for the Christian health. And we're like, no, we're being stubborn and showing tonggojib and stuff. And then eventually, just to scare us, she like put on a clip of like Chuon, like, you know, the Japanese movie. Yami ran away real quick. So I think that's honestly my favorite memory, because like even thinking about it to this day, it's so funny to me. Yeah, and honestly I'm really thankful for everything you've done, like everything that I mentioned earlier, but also like being such a welcoming person, like from the first day me and Kirsten joined log to even like the moment I left for college, and even after I left for college, the days I came back, you're always so supportive and welcoming. So I'm really thankful for that. And I just hope that in the future, wherever it leads you, I just hope that you and your family are safe. Yeah, and then you also know that everybody in log will always support you in whatever way they can and continue to pray for you. So yeah, thank you so much.
Hi, Pastor Daniel. Just wanted to say thank you for everything that you have done so far for us. I know it hasn't been easy, and even now as you like continue to journey through these different seasons that God ushers you into, just as an individual, as a father and as a family. Just wanted to let you know that, you know, I'm praying for you. I'm sure a lot of people from our church will continue to pray for you and your family. Just wanted to really thank you for everything that you've done for our church and the ministry. I feel like you've always been pushing and you've always been fighting for us, and you've always just been there. And I think that's just really the greatest gift that you can give a lot of us, just the fact that you've always constantly been there, constantly been an example, and just constantly led us through, you know, thick and thin. So, you know, I'm praying only the best for you and your family. I'm praying for only the best as you continue to journey with God into unknown territory, and you know, through the fire and through the water and through the meadows, however he may call. and I'm just really praying for blessings, for new promises in this season too. And so once again, thank you. I know personally I've just received a lot from you, from our one-on-one meetings all the time, and you just constantly checking in on me. I haven't really had that kind of pastor figure ever since, June Gansa님, Pastor June, passed away. And so just to have like a second mentor figure like that meant a lot for me. So I'm really lucky to have had you as a leader, as a pastor, as a mentor for these past handful of months and years. I just know that I'll continue to live for God, and I'll continue to really just do my best to, give my life as an offering to the Lord and to live a life that's pleasing in His eyes. And that's something that you have very much taught me through your words and your actions and just your leadership and your ministry. So once again, thank you, P-Dan. Praying for you always, and I hope you're encouraged by all of our videos.
Hi P-Dan, hi Hyein 사모님. It still feels very surreal that you guys will be leaving log soon, but I just wanted to take this time to give you my blessings as we send you off to your sabbatical year, and just share how much of a blessing you and your family has been in my life. So P-Dan, I know I've known you for like 20 plus years now, and ever since we started serving in LOG together, which is way before STUMP ministry came to life, I remember you would always share your vision for this ministry, and I've seen how much you've prayed for this ministry to come to life, and how much you have worked in order for this to happen. And just hearing those things was always very inspiring, and I was really always challenged and blessed all at the same time to hear and to see your heart for the ministry, and your growing heart for God's kingdom expanding in this area. And so I've always looked up to you. You've always been and will always be my spiritual mentor, and my older brother and friend. I've looked up to you in so many different ways, and I'm really thankful, very, very thankful for your presence in my life, and just wanted to really say thank you, and thank you for all your prayers and your hard work that has been used by God to bring this ministry to life. So thank you for really allowing me to partake in that, and to allow me to really see your vision coming to life. So just want to say thank you for all that you've done for the ministry, and I just pray that as you enter into your sabbatical year, that it'll be rejuvenating time for you. It'll be good intimate time you can have with God and also with your family. So I will continue to pray for you and your family, and don't worry, I'll be coming over, so I'll probably see you still even when you leave vlog, so expect me at your house. But I just wanted to really say thank you to you and Hyein 사모님 for always being that that spiritual leader whom I can always look up to, and to lean on. So thank you again. I love you both so much, and I'll miss you guys. Bye.
Hi, Pastor Daniel. I just want to thank you so much for the sacrificial love and care you poured out to STUMP. I'll always remember how God grew our church from one person's love and care and multiply that to many. We have shared many good times together as a church family, and I'll never forget all the times you and Hyein prayed for my family and me and reached out to us in so many ways. Thank you so much for teaching and sharing your heart for Jesus and His church. And I pray for you and your family as you all move on to the next chapter of your lives in Christ, and for healing and blessing of the new baby to come. Just wanted to share with you 1 Corinthians 2 verses 9. What no eye has seen, nor ear heard, nor the heart of man imagined, what God has prepared for those who love Him. I can't wait to hear more of the testimonies that God will be doing for you and your family in your lives. Much love, peace, and joy for you all.
So lastly, I just want to end on this note. I ask that God will bless you and your family abundantly, and that He will bring restoration and rejuvenation in this next season. And I believe He is in control, and that He will work for the good of those who love Him, who are called according to His purpose. And just know that we will be thinking of you, and we will be praying for you, and we will be visiting you. Okay? Okay. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. And yeah, thank you. We love you. Bye.